So in today's video, we're going to be discussing the absolutely bewildering shambles which stars everybody's latest celebrity disappointment, Open Plaza. And I need to go back to the origins of this particular story, back to the 6th century BCE, when a cookery book did the unforgivable and changed the world forever. Listen to the author of this book let you know that set in motion a number of events that reverberate around the world centuries to come. They made the first known reference to an ingredient called an almond milk. Publication bazaars, markets up, down the Middle East became overwhelmed by confusion. Panic ensued, and so the best minds of their time set about attempting to lactate elements. But to no avail. How could this mysterious ingredient exist? And there's not an MSR or almond uterus to inseminate them with semen from a male dominant testicle. So there's one thing that we all know, Anne-Marie's and Tate, that's where milk comes from, period. Flash forward 1,000 years, we're extinct, and 100 years later, the pulp milk still calls the milk in the US. And in all seriousness, it's more intelligent than dairy farmers want you to know that they milk soy. Like from soybeans. And the dairy industry lions. And the only thing that the dairy industry likes more than complaining is kissing cows. And the best part of this fiasco is not the almond milk, but it's the dairy industry itself. Persephone and enablers through the NDA calling a nut juice milk. So I'll tell you right now. So it's powerful in clearing the ambient and agriculture and seeding cloth. So the agricultural effect, this gain and effect and alternatives coming into our markets, coming into our homes. And oh my God, plant milk's coming to our homes for an agenda for a more sustainable record straight. So it's not this horrifying home invader. It's a bad case of Jumbo Stockholm system. And if you ask yourself and face yourself with the reality that plant milks can be called milks, the dairy industry needs a fight to fight back and to absolutely, most definitely associate with breaking down. Aubrey obviously did not get the memo that it's not the 90s anymore. It's not 1990. So she started a campaign about wooden milk and different species definitely not weirding out and creeping out and looking at a tree and thinking, can I drink this? I don't. And Aubrey, wood milk, you know, first and foremost. So here's how it's born. It's not born exactly like squishy. It's a slime that's legal to sell, and I'm willing to give it a try. Got wood? Is it real? What is real? Absolutely. Only if you'll know it's real. So what am I investing in? Oh no, now I get it. She's doing her shtick, you know, the one that I'm unrelatable, drawn, unsarcastic, monotonal person that will also sell you love money. So the dairy industry is trying to be satirical about it. And of course it's real. The animal farming wants you to cut down all the trees and not feel bad about it, not complain about the solution upward. So team up with one tree planted for 100,000 trees and planters. That's the satire. Agro farming, deforestation, the dairy industry are looking good. To 10,000s of trees, really. Setting it on fire by giving you a watering plant to try and outfade the outward. So during this kind of experiment, ethical experiment, we've reached the peak of absurdity. The climate crisis being promoted and the campaign for what they're gonna plant. And trees, of course. And you only want to pay $1 per tree, not more.